what's going on, guys? Welcome to the 5th episode of the Dabcast, or the unofficial 6th, but that's unimportant. You got me, you got Victor, you got our sexist host, Colin,
Hello.
and you got our second guest on the podcast, our good friend Andrew, creator of the intro to the Dabcast, the Electric Sheep himself. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Andrew. Actually, you know what? Please cut out most of that. You know,
I will. No,
actually,
I got you.
Please cut out everything after the first name.
I got you. Hold on, let me pull up my editing doc. All right.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
God, this is so unprofessional. Oh, don't tell me editing doc.
God forbid.
Yeah, but I'm good. I'm good friends with these boys. I've known them for about 3 years now, I'd say.
Yeah, I think 3 years sounds about right at the time.
It's been it'll be 3 years. Yeah.
We've grown together. We've laughed together.
We've cried together.
We've never cried once.
We're
men.
Yeah,
We're men.
I only cry at things like anime, dude. You think I'm gonna cry in front of my friends? I'm not a pussy,
never.
All right.
Exactly.
In front of us.
I don't think we could be friends if you start crying at me. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about kids. He doesn't
yeah.
want to be part of this.
We'll just cut out his name. Say when he cried in front of us, because I'm really curious.
Yeah, we're talking about
okay, so
Barron Trump.
This was during one of the
we go to school.
Whatchamacallit. It was one of my birthday parties, and we went over to I think.
Okay, I wasn't
We went
there.
to Ocean Buffet, I want to say, and then we went to the Toys R Us just to look around. But as soon as we were about to go in, Kale just started crying because he wanted to see his mom.
That's sad.
What grade? I'm assuming this was elementary school.
No, this was 6th, 7th.
Oh, okay, still
okay.
young. Yeah.
Have you seen sixth graders?
You weren't there either, Colin. I assume.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I wasn't there because I
remembered it.
I was the new
I
kid
did not
on
know
the
you
block
existed
around that time. Yeah. I didn't talk to Victor at all the first year I was at our school that we all met at.
I remember.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Colin talked to me.
Yeah, I did.
Colin was one of my first friends at that school.
In PE.
Yeah, in PE.
We worked really hard in that class.
Oh yeah, we definitely always did our workouts. Well, I mean, I'm a football player, you know.
Yeah,
so
you
I
have
definitely
to do it.
always did it. Colin, he slacker.
Yeah.
Oh man, Colin,
It's really bad.
is this true?
My ambitions lie in the arts of watercolor.
Colin's a theater kid.
A feeder? What's a feeder, kid?
He's Hamilton.
Colin is.
I just couldn't stop talking about that when that came out. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop it.
You loved it, dude.
He loves Hamilton so much.
It was probably my favorite movie. Or was
It
it?
made me
No, it was a,
Favorite movie, yeah.
yeah.
It's in the movie, but okay.
I know a lot about it.
You know a lot about it,
It
yeah.
was his favorite thing ever. You hear that, audience? All the ladies out there that want Colin.
I'm a theater kid. That's right.
Oh wait, actually, never mind. He's married. He's having a child. I forgot.
Tis.
And you know what?
Sorry, ladies. He's
Yeah.
taken, and he is monogamous
wink.
to all hell.
He-
Colin does not like polygamy.
He
No,
does not,
sir.
yeah.
I am
I am
open
That's
Mormon,
the
to
though.
only part of
Polygamous
the Mormon
podcast.
church that he does not like.
Well, they don't do that,
But-
but yeah.
Colin was actually in the
not
first,
anymore, but
the first all-white rendition of Hamilton. All right, it's pretty historic.
and all men. There's no
And all
women.
men, no women, all the.
They would distract.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
They would
yeah.
distract Colin.
They would
Just
tempt you.
distracting all of the male actors. Yeah, you can't have that.
Fucking women, am I right?
God damn it.
So, I guess we should, before we have our... Well, I mean, you know what, no, we're going to be more professional about this. Guest, we're gonna do what we did on the other guest podcast. What are some of your hobbies? Ignore the fact that I just had a horrible stutter there.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. What are some of your hobbies?
Yes.
So this actually leads in pretty nicely to one of the things I wanted to talk about, which was what I'm doing to pass the time.
Is this your podcast?
This is,
You're answering
I'm sorry,
our
you're right. No.
questions.
Right, what's your question?
I'm
What's
sorry.
Your question?
I'm sorry. Continue.
What are my
Some of your
hobbies? Okay, you're right. So, my hobbies are, as you know, doing music.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's also my job to you guys, right? I'm your
Yeah, true.
your music slave,
We
right? I
paid
do all the
you,
music.
right? Wink,
We
right?
already have Halloween music set for the intro when we do
yeah,
the
of course you
Halloween
paid me.
special.
Oh yeah,
That's right. We
Yep,
did.
we're paying
Yeah,
you right
so-
now.
So-
we gave them 20% of every podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. So for those who don't know, so
No,
when they
we're,
asked
we're
me to do the
paying you in
music, or I think I
publicity.
offered. But exactly, Compango money's the best. But when I offered her, they asked me. I don't remember which, but I whipped something up, and this is like literally the spookiest shit ever. All right, this out of like October 31st on steroids. Right, this is the scariest song. Right, I summoned a ghost.
It's
just
playing
just,
at the
just
Haunted
creating it.
Mansions in Mario.
Needless to say, that's not what we ended up with, but that's what that's about.
We
I also
ended up with Geometry Dash.
we ended up with Geometry Dash, which frankly I think complements it pretty well. This is the Geometry
really
Dash
does.
podcast.
We're all
Yeah, I'll
Geometry Dash
I'll
veterans.
record some Geometry Dash gameplay.
Guys like
we could
Deadlock.
we're like a Geometry Dash analysts. You know, we watch
I could,
the speed runs.
if we can't think of a clever background image, I mean, I could. Just saying. It's
Oh,
an
for the
offer.
thumbnail?
It's on the table. It's on. No, I'm just with a thumbnail.
Oh,
We got it.
like you know how like
if
in,
it's not like if it's not too clever and we don't want to use it for the background, I could whip up some Geometry Dash gameplay.
But would it be good?
Yeah,
though?
no,
Chastised
that
by
would
the
actually fit
comment
really well
section.
because you know those Let's Plays where it's just like two people talking or two or three people talking. And there's just a game happening in the background. Yeah, exactly. Or even Leafy, where
Yeah, even Leafy.
it's just
He's playing as he's talking.
God rest his soul. Yeah,
Every time.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
He's just really
playing
like
that life.
focused on what he's saying and the game.
You know, we're joking about that, and Leafy, of course, is pre-recorded. But I thought all the time, just like, oh, let me tell a story, and it's like over some gameplay. I thought all of the gameplay was pre-recorded. But then what caught me off guard, there's this one Minecraft YouTuber that blew up like around this time last year called Technoblade.
Mhm.
And I was watching some of his old videos, and I noticed he was reacting to things that were happening in the gameplay, and I was like, wait a minute, this shit isn't
He's
pre-recorded?
actually doing it. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, what
Good.
the hell?
Either that
he is
or-
he's like one of those like god level high pixel PvPers.
Oh, okay.
he
High
doesn't
pixel-
even-
oh, boy.
he doesn't even
Technoblade.
need
He
to
doesn't
pay
break his
attention.
sweat.
He's a Minecraft
Like, I want to say
god.
he had like a 1,500 bed streak win.
I think that's what it was.
1,500, which is a little bit fucking insane. Let's just be honest here. That is insane.
He's a
know.
It
god.
reminds you of this
Respect
other YouTuber who plays Binding of Isaac, and he had like
for him. Oh.
a 100 win streak on Isaac, which for a game which is like entirely
Holy
random, that's
shit.
actually insane. But
Yeah, RNGesus was.
so I was this actually ties in nicely with what I was gonna say, but everything's tying together today. But I was in a game jam. Do you know what a game jam is?
Yes.
No.
A game jam is when you have a limited time to, usually with a team, you're not usually all on your own, but you have a limited time with a team to make a full game. Well, full game in air quotes, like a little miniature full game, you know. And of course, I'm no game maker, so I was just in the music. I was helping people out with music. But anyway, so I was doing a game jam, and my partner was like he was clearly foreign, which is fine because they knew English. But
Where do you think he was from? Let's out him.
the moon,
there's
bro. He's
racist.
from the moon.
He's from
But
Brazil.
anyway, he was.
That's just so you guys know. That's code for Saudi Arabia. Just so you guys know.
Okay,
Shout
but
out to our Muslim fans.
yeah, all of our Muslim friends. Hey, we support you. All right.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
I was.
of which, you guys pro-Israel, pro-Palestine?
Palestine.
I like
I'm from
Parmesan.
No
Jesus.
comment. No comment because I don't want to get into it. I usually
Yeah.
don't.
Oh yeah, why
I don't know
not?
about that.
Andrew.
I don't know about that.
Andrew, keep going with your story. Let's get away from this.
Why not, bro?
Because we can.
We're gonna backstep you for a second. So, yeah, but I was suggesting that the story be that you had to fight RNGesus. I don't remember what the rest of it was, but he had like a moral objection to that because he didn't want to have to fight Jesus in the game. And and I was like, what if it was like it's a fake Jesus, right? So I invented like this side plot where it's like he's impersonating Jesus to try to convert people, and he was like totally chill with it. He's like, yeah, it sounds awesome. I'm like, okay, good.
Holy shit, that's insane.
And then he quit and it never got made.
It happens to the best of us, you know.
You could say
Yeah,
RNGesus wasn't with you.
Testing our faith.
Just want to go into a quick topic real quick, since I'm sure our fans of the podcast are probably interested in at least some of our takes on it. Especially because we did the whole podcast on Leaf Pokey alone, between Leafy Twitch versus YouTube. So, as I'm sure all of us here know, and I'm sure many of the audience, if not all the audiences, Leafy is here, prolific commentary YouTuber, king of commentary. One might even say.
Prolific bully.
Wow. Okay. Okay. He got banned off of YouTube. Susan gave him the spanking. She put him in timeout. And Leafy is no longer. Leafy's not here anymore. He's not here.
Susan
really
spanked him to death.
How do you? Well, of course, it's probably obvious to anybody who saw the other one. Me and Colin don't think he should have gotten banned.
I'm upset.
What do you guys? Andrew, Victor? What do you guys think about Leafy getting banned?
I don't care. I think it's pretty funny.
I think it was because it's like hate. Oh no, it's not hate, but it's like just
Well, no,
bullying, right?
Yeah, it was targeted harassment. Yeah. That's what he got. The same thing that Gokunaru's video vigilante on H3 got taken down for. Targeted harassment.
I mean, I know I know that's what it is, but I enjoy his videos. Don't get me wrong, but
he did make like 12 videos on Pokemon, even though probably only about half of them he actually talked about Pokemon.
Yeah.
He was
That's what I was gonna say.
See ya, lol, and then like an article title that Pokemon tastes great. Also, another thing actually we should touch on before we even touch on Leafy getting banned. Have you guys seen the Pokemon apology?
I have not.
Yes. I've seen it through
Con?
Leafy's video, but that's it.
Yeah, I thought it's through
then you didn't
Scarce's
see
video.
the whole apology. I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
I actually did watch the whole thing.
I have not.
I thought it was a
watched
good
the whole
apology. I actually thought it was a good apology.
Well, yeah, that's what I picked up too, and Leafy was.
It seems fair to me because it's honestly, I mean, even though we did kind of go in on her in the second episode of the Dabcast, it wasn't like she's done anything that atrocious. Really.
Yeah.
I'd say the worst thing was kind of going after the guy It's a Gundam sponsors, and then also falsely copyright claiming Bo Black's video, but they had already like settled it privately, and then they got into more beef down the line. So and she had apologized about the Bo Blacks thing. However, she did say in that initial apology she was still in her legal right to take it down, and she was not at all because it was transformative content. But so it's good that she apologized for it again without that little comment.
Oh,
but really,
caveat.
the only thing she had to apologize for was the It's a Gundam going after the guy's sponsors, because that's just a shitty thing to do. So I think it was a good apology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I don't think she had to like suddenly go like, I have a boyfriend. Here he is. Look at him. Follow him on Instagram. Because no, I completely understand her wanting to be private. I on one hand, because I do want to say it's kind of important whether she's clear if she has one at all or not. I understand why she isn't, but it would be naive to deny that some of her income from fans is like a lot. There's a decent chunk that's because people think, oh, if I'm a big enough fan, I can date her. You know, not all of it.
Where's
I'm
the
not
dating
saying
tier?
I'm not saying there aren't genuine Pokemon fans, because that's not fair at all to say. She's the fucking biggest female streamer on Twitch, so of course she has actual fans. But there's plenty of fans that are just donating and subbing because they find her attractive. You know,
right? They want to hit that. Yeah.
No, they just really enjoy her streams.
Yes.
I thought it was a good apology, though. I
Yeah.
thought it seemed
Yeah.
sincere. Of course, what really matters is her actions going forward from this point. But to me, it seemed pretty sincere.
Yeah, she seemed
Well,
pretty
even-
honest in it.
Even Keemstar, I think, said it was a good apology, which is like
9 out of 10.
if
Impressive.
he did do a little poll on Twitter. I saw, I think it was in the Scarce video, where it was like Pokemon's apology, 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 5 out of 10, or 2 out of 10. And you know what the most voted was, just for the meme.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Well, one thing I would like to add is that well, first of all, yeah, I did think it was a good apology, and to what you were saying, where she didn't do anything too atrocious. To me, the whole thing felt like it made sense the way she acted in a way, because I feel like people, when they gain a certain level of popularity, they kind of forget what influence they have,
I don't.
and they'll sometimes
I don't actually really.
I sure would.
I don't blame her for how she reacted to the It's a Gundam stuff, but she probably. I think the biggest mistake, she should have never reacted to it on stream. Period.
Mhm.
That was stupid. Why would you react to hate videos on stream when you know
Yeah, it just
you're
feels
not
like
gonna
drama.
like it, and you know your
Drama-stirring.
audience is gonna
Yeah.
go after this guy now, and it blew up in her face because now the guy is like. I wouldn't say his channel's like exploded, but it grew tremendously
Yeah.
because of that whole situation. I
Stirred
don't
the
know.
pot.
It's just
Get the
kind of like hindsight's 2020. It's just kind of like you shouldn't have reacted to it on stream, and you shouldn't have gone on after like his sponsors.
Mhm.
Because in the end, as well, the people who sponsored that video, Ridge Wallet. He didn't even lose that sponsor. He lost some other sponsor that was with like a big video game company or some shit. He never said
Raid
who,
Shadow Legends.
but he said like people that had like a whole like press conferences at E3 and shit. So like they were big, you know. So that really sucks.
Yeah.
And there's no going back on that. Should he have sponsored putting the sponsor on a video that was criticizing somebody else? Or it wasn't even really criticism. I guess it was just kind of making fun of her fans, even though it was for comedic purposes. I'm not going to be like he was bullying her fans. It was for comedic purposes.
Mhm.
They probably shouldn't have put a sponsor on there. But in general, Pokemon should have reacted on stream and shouldn't have gone after the sponsors in general.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she apologized for it. It seemed sincere. I accept the apology. Not that. That really fucking matters. I don't think.
I'll let her know.
I think the whole thing blew up way more. Like it was just Leafy kind of shitting on Pokimane and her fans.
It ended up being
And then
more
it
about the
turned
tier
in-
3 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it also turned into the whole Twitch versus YouTube thing. And it
That was
like,
funny. That was funny.
Leafy was
Yeah.
literally sitting there saying, "She censors people. I think she's ugly, and her fans are losers." By the way, she has a boyfriend.
It's like those last two that were meant to be like less actual
The
criticisms are what
they were the
actually
entire
stirred
thing.
the
That's what
pot.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing that the Twitch streamers are talking about, because they never. I think what pissed me off most about like the Twitch streamer side. I want to stop like going on about this and getting to why Leafy.
I don't have a lot of knowledge on the subject, to be honest, so I really can't add my
What
2 cents.
what pissed me off most is that all the Twitch streamers, one, won't own up to the fact that they're not being transformative on stream a lot of the time, like people like Hassan or even XQC. Like I love
No,
XQC,
XQ Cow.
but he won't react to content. He will just sit there and not fucking say anything. I know this because I'm a fan. I've watched the VODs on YouTube, and I've been there on his stream live seeing him do it.
Same. It's like just own
And
up to it, bro.
I will say, of course, as an audience member, I can't say, like, I don't enjoy it. Like, there is something nice just watching something with somebody, like a creator that you enjoy and you want to hear their opinion on it. However, a lot of the time he doesn't give an opinion on it. But in general, they need to realize that while you can do that on Twitch, and even though I still wouldn't say that's really transformative and not exactly right, the bigger problem is uploading the full fucking 4-hour React VODs on YouTube. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because that's no better than what Jinx did. If not, it's even worse, honestly.
How's it
But
worse?
that aside, because we already talked about, well, because it's even more shit. It's a shitload of videos compiled together.
Oh,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, you know, and they're getting even more money from it if you think about it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Jinx
That's
was
actually a good
getting
point.
the YouTube revenue. They're getting subs and donations
Yeah.
during their like actual
Oh, my goodness.
live stream, and then they're getting ad revenue from the YouTube stuff. So they're getting even more money than Jinx was. But
Yeah.
back to the main point, because I was just kind of reciprocating everything we talked about on episode 2. Leafy getting banned for targeted harassment. Obviously, it's over the. No one knows, not even Leafy. Like they didn't even send him an email or anything. But it's pretty clear it was probably over the Pokimane things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think he should have been banned and deserved it, or
I mean,
No,
I,
because it's
I, I
like-
Who
think.
goes first?
Oh, well, Colin can go
I don't?
first.
I'll go last because I probably know the most. I just want you guys to get your opinion.
Wow. Well, I've been studying. All right, for days.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a Leafy expert.
You've been
Well,
psychoanalyzing him.
yeah, exactly. Well,
I think he's
Personally-
ironically gay.
personally, I always thought he was kind of. I never liked his content at all, and the new stuff I never was really into that either. Didn't watch much of it, and that's just me. Some people were probably into it, but
No, you
I was
don't.
just I
You
never
don't
really
have to
enjoyed it.
like
Yeah, so you have to like it. You have to like it. No,
I grew tired of his old content, and I liked the new content because he honestly felt like he was the only like truthful YouTuber in a way. You know, he was being honest, and albeit like nihilistic and like cynical about it, but like everyone just does these things for money. I backstabbed Keemstar
Money.
for money.
Was that
all
a
I
money
want
sound effect?
Is money. I mean, I heard change.
That was actually a funny coincidence. I dropped the coin the moment you said money. All right, that's some
Perfect.
live Foley. All right, perfect. All right.
Yeah, but he was being very straightforward about his feelings on YouTube as a whole nowadays, and even what he did in the past, and how it was all for money and all that shit.
Mhm.
That's really all he cared about. Which I mean, you know, when you say it out loud, it makes him sound like a real terrible person, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
And really, I'm fine with it.
Well,
You
he
know,
wasn't
I don't find him
subverting.
hysterical.
He wasn't subverting or trying to trick his viewers into giving him money.
Correct.
He was just like,
Exactly.
I
He's
make-
just being
you
like,
know.
yeah, I'm doing this for money. Buy
And-
my
and then-
merch so I can get more money.
yeah.
And I'm
And
milking
the audience is just like,
Pokimane
sure,
for money.
sure.
Yeah.
He's
And that's
milking
fair.
Pokimane.
Wasn't
Not
forcing
actually
anyone.
milking her
Oh, okay.
boobies. Milking her for views and money.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I
so
would love to see that though.
Colin,
DeviantArt. All I'm saying.
Bro, your
Colin,
wife is watching this,
Colin,
Colin.
I feel like you and me are gonna have the same opinion, but how do you feel? What do you think? Do you think
Whenever I
it's
said how I felt
justified?
about it,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
well, I mean, now that I think about it, I don't know. I guess I don't care.
That's fair.
Mhm.
You don't have to.
I think it's kind of funny a little bit, but maybe not okay.
It
Maybe
is
not.
funny. in a
Maybe not
way.
good for the future of YouTube. But
No,
then again,
definitely not good for the
Um,
future of the commentary community.
yeah. That's basically all I have to say on that. It's just maybe we should be a little more careful who we up and ban. You know, but
Yeah.
like within this singular
Or
instance,
not even like
separated
who, maybe
from-
we should just
sorry.
be. I feel like we should be more careful on why they're being banned
Mhm.
Sure.
because he didn't
Uh,
have a single strike on his channel before this happened.
That's true.
That's actually I didn't even know that. That's a very interesting point.
All right, yeah, all right. I'll bring up some points then. If you didn't know that, and maybe Colin might know all this, but yeah, Leafy didn't have a single strike on his channel. Like a month or two ago, he got like 2 strikes, but they were false claims. He tweeted at Team YouTube, and they fixed it immediately. So he had no strikes. Overnight, his channel was gone. Like I watched Keemstar did an interview with him today. And it was like literally Keemstar was saying like him and Leafy were talking.
Yeah, I saw that.
last night, and then 30 minutes later, or like they said, Leafy was like, "I'm going to bed," and then 30 minutes later, his channel was gone, and then he woke up to finding out his channel was gone. So
Damn.
it's like there was no strikes before. Suddenly, his channel is gone instantly. He's gotten no emails from YouTube. He's tried tweeting at them. They haven't last time I checked, they hadn't messaged him back. I'll check again in a few minutes. It feels like it was just an assassination almost. They just boom, went in, went out, he was gone.
Don't mess
Reverse
with the
Christians.
YouTube assassins.
And I think Critical, he always has like really the best takes on a lot of things. Most level-headed, if I'm going to be honest.
too.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't agree with 100% of them, but it's like, even when I don't, like, fully agree with them, I'm like, oh, but that's reasonable. That's reasonable that he thinks that, you know?
Yeah.
So I do respect his opinions quite a bit. It's funny that the guy who does videos like the fucking getting world records with sex toys is somehow one of the smarter people on YouTube.
Unique
He's
channel.
just chill.
I love him.
Yeah, I remember, I didn't watch him for like a few years, but I remember like back in like 2011 or some shit, because he's been a YouTuber for a really long time.
Yeah, making the commercials.
My cousins showed me the videos of the commercial stuff. I think like the first one I saw was the hogwash, and I remember then a few like years later, like probably like 2014, maybe 15, getting one of his videos, and I watched it, and I was like, wait a minute, I know who this guy is.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been watching for a while, and
Penguin
he's a YouTube
Zero.
veteran.
Yeah.
Penguin Zero.
Penguins Zero.
It's such a good name.
He has a really level-headed opinion. I really do respect his takes, and I think his take on this was pretty good. He was like, I don't think Leafy should have been taken down. It sets a bad precedent. He also said, however, the precedent was set like months ago, and like the Gokunaru Video Vigilante video got taken down, as well as the Leafy content column.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, yeah, I think this sets a bad precedent. It's obvious it was probably for the Pokimane stuff, and he thinks that if it's one, even if it's like multiple videos, if it's one incident, he should have only gotten
that's
one
what I was
like,
gonna bring up.
community guidelines.
Because
strike.
it's all-
So I think it's a
it's
very,
all one
I think
thing.
it's a very good point, because even though he made like 12 videos, even though half of them
He's not even
didn't
talking
even
about it.
say
Yeah.
anything about Pokimane, they were just in the thumbnail and title. I think that's a good. I think that's a smart like idea. It should have been one community guideline strike, because even though it was multiple videos, it was only about one thing.
Of course.
So I think that was a good take.
It just shows you how much YouTube
Yeah, I tend to
watches
agree.
the video.
And now that I know all that, I'd say that I mostly align with what you said, Critical said, where, one strike makes sense, and I do think it does set a bad precedent in general. But I hadn't thought about the fact that stuff like that has already happened in the past, which is a very good point as well.
But it wasn't like a whole creator.
Yes, exactly. But the only difference is that they just basically did the same thing, but on a much larger scale, which is kind of worrisome, I'd say. You know.
Also, something I failed to bring up, but with like the Video Vigilante, Gokunaru knew, like I assume they sent him an email, that it was for targeted harassment and threats of violence because of the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
The
that
gun
was
pointed to
stupid.
H3's head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the video where
But
where he shot the gun.
With this, all of this is also kind of based off of assumptions. Leafy is not heard from YouTube, so everyone's just kind of assuming this is for targeted harassment.
Yeah.
There was some reporter that said they heard from YouTube themselves, like they got like an inside thing that, it was targeted harassment, but
Wait, doesn't it say it on the
I
channel?
Yeah, it's still on the channel. Multiple broke
Yeah,
broke
because I
the
remember-
rules for
Okay, never mind then.
the community guideline against bullying and harassment, something along those
Okay,
lines.
never mind. Ignore
This
what I
account has
just
been
said.
terminated due
There-
to multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy prohibiting content designed to harass, bully, or threaten. Yeah, it says there,
Ignore what I was just saying then.
right in the thing.
Completely disregard.
Already?
What I was saying.
What did you say, Chance? Huh? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he should have been banned. I think my whole big thing going off of YouTube's new guidelines on bullying and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, within those guidelines, yeah, he should get a strike. I don't agree with those guidelines, though, really at all. I think they're way over the top, and in general, just I feel like it's just going too far to like censor commentary and comedy in general.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I would say is that if they're gonna Well, first of all, it depends how you define bullying. And I think that's really because this wouldn't be considered threatening. I wouldn't say, which is probably what the card that they used for the Kokonar video. But as far as bullying is concerned, I feel like bullying, having been the victim of actual playground bullying, it's a lot more than just complaining about someone.
Well, as well as it wasn't just bullying, there were legitimate criticisms put towards Pokimane, on top of him just saying, I don't find Pokimane attractive.
Oh, well, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Whether you agree with it or not, that is just his opinion.
It's kind of lame.
He wasn't really going, like, Colossal is crazy, look at this disgusting
this
gremlin.
creature.
Yeah, look at this creature's teeth. He's saying he doesn't find her attractive, which I think she's attractive, but it's fine if he doesn't think she is. However, I will say, I think something that
How did he phrase it?
I don't think he ever said she's ugly or anything. I literally think he just said she's not attractive.
I remember ugly, yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it. Okay, but another thing is not that he should just be going in like a video that's like trying to deal like actual criticism, just saying she's ugly. It's like they're both really big public figures, and
yeah, that was part of what I was going to say is that
not that like a big public figure can't be bullied, but like Leafy saying I think she's ugly or unattractive or any of that. That's one-on-one. It's a whole other issue when all of Leafy's, like, 13-year-old fans go and call her ugly and all that. Then that's like, all right, you're being an asshole at that point. Because that's, like, the biggest thing, like, with, like, back in the day when Leafy had, like, this is satire disclaimer, which was obviously bullshit. But
yeah.
Because it is one thing
just a joke,
when a commentary YouTuber or a YouTuber in general lands criticism towards someone. And that's fine because that's criticism. But when all their fans try to dogpile on them, it's not fair anymore. Even if they are like valid criticism, it's not one-on-one anymore. It's fucking like a few million dogpiling on somebody.
Yeah,
and you can't control that one either. You can just like not take credit for it.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can put the shitty disclaimer that means nothing.
But no one's gonna listen to that.
You know the I hate everything disclaimer. Where it's like it has like the
this is just my opinion.
But it has like the alarm
noise.
The alarm sound effect like
dude, it hurts me every time. That noise.
Editor, put it the sound effect right here. And there you go, folks. That's the sound effect right there. Who's editing?
Management.
Yep.
Who's management?
Management.
His name
Not
rhymes with ballin'.
All right, we'll have fun with that one, Colin.
Okay. Oh, you want?
Hey, Colin, can you make me talk backwards really quickly? Leave a secret message for. Okay, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
You reverse it.
Yeah,
so it's secret. All right.
Absolutely.
Are you ready?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell to say. That would be funny. Wait, hold on. No, I got something.
Bro, say taco cat.
Giraffe rig.
Giraffe.
Okay.
Giraffe.
Okay.
Jaws.
Whoa! No advertising. Can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, Matt Watson and Ryan McGee from Super Mega.
No extra
Not
view for
today.
you.
Yeah. But please come on our podcast.
Super Mega's gonna do a tweet like, our subs just doubled instantly. Y'all know what's going on here?
No, they quadrupled.
Our subs and views quadrupled. That would be actually amazing.
Super Mega, can you please come on our podcast?
Yeah, Super Mega, come on. We'll even go on your podcast, alright? We can do a little collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we
That's our generous offer today.
Our generous offer for all their new subscribers,
I know. Maybe they'll be. Don't worry, guys. They're like the next age Game Grumps. We'll be the next one after them. All right.
Exactly.
We'll start up a game.
We'll be the next age. Super
Dab
mega.
games.
We'll be the dab games.
I like gaming
That
apes.
sounds. You know what that sounds like, Colin. That sounds like Cool Math Games or one of like the unblocked
games.
game sites that you go like while you're on school Wi-Fi.
Dab
Search it
games.
up.
Dab gamers. The monkey gamers. I like monkey gamers.
There's
Run 2 unblocked for school.
They ever make a run
We'll make-
3?
Quality Bloons Tower Defense
I don't
for
think
content.
They did make a run 3, but I don't know.
yes.
There's
Well, anyway,
probably like some version. It's like just run 2. And people
Yeah,
Run
or
2.
it's slightly
Run 3.
updated. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
The game.
I'm confused. Oh, the game Run.
The little
Yeah.
alien, the little alien dude.
Yo, I was actually an expert. All right, I was an expert at that game.
Yeah, I really like that game.
I had like 95% of the characters unlocked.
Their character.
No, dude, he just be running. All right, he just be running.
Fuck the Leafy topic. I'm already bored of that shit. Let's just go something else. Bottom line, me and Colin probably don't think you should have been banned. Victor doesn't know much what's going on, and Andrew's like 50-50 on it.
I don't think it should have been banned, but sing it without but that's only when being all lame and adulty and being like, oh, what are the consequences? You know what? You know what I think? I think it's funny as hell. All right, screw Leafy. There you go.
I think it's funny because now you can say he's not here anymore.
Yeah, Leafy is. Leafy was here.
I don't know. I don't think you should have been banned because in general, I think Leafy's just shit posting at this point. Like I think
Yeah,
it's so
he doesn't
dumb.
need it. He
Like,
definitely doesn't need it. He's got a lot of money.
Not that the content noob towards Pokemon didn't have legitimate criticisms in it, but to take anything he says like super seriously at this point is just so like it's so just like come on, why do you care? It's just like the Keemstar 2 out of like Pokemon 2 out of 10 tweets.
Yeah, people are like,
Why do you?
what Keepstar? Stop.
You're setting a bad example for your daughter, and it's like he's baiting you. He's baiting you. Come on.
I think baiting like that is
Like-
just stupid and annoying. Though I don't like it. All right,
But
that doesn't
the
mean
fact that
he shouldn't get banned over it. But I just think it's shitty and annoying.
No. Leafy might be banned permanently one day because I still feel like he's gonna get his channel back. Something
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, I wouldn't be
Keemstar
surprised
though,
if he doesn't.
Keemstar's a plague that will never be rid of.
Yeah, he will never. Susan has been hitting the delete button for years and it's just not working.
I know it doesn't work. He was literally
He
like
has
I
spies
think
at
it was
YouTube too.
He was literally.
Yeah, just like in Pokemon's Discord, dude. He has them on payroll. That is still crazy to me, dude. He's got Pokemon's fucking moderator
Keemstar
on
is literally like an
payroll.
oil tycoon.
he's terrifying, bro.
He's like a YouTube mogul.
Like if we blow up one day, is he gonna have one of us on payroll? Or are we gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be
No,
me.
he's gonna have one of our friends on payroll. He's gonna have Ethan was on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
I
have
don't
Ethan.
think-
He's gonna have Ethan on payroll.
I don't think it would work with Ethan. I think he'd have the studio ghost.
Yeah, Studio
Koi on
Ghost.
payroll.
Well, I'll finish off the topic with this, just so we can move on, like you were saying. In the context of my life, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I'm not that affected. Like I've been watching his new stuff, but like he was gone for like 3 or 4 years. Like I'm not like
Yeah,
I think it's a
bummed.
bad precedent, but like I'm not like gonna cry about it or anything.
I shed a few tears. It's not gonna lie, I shed a few tears.
I thought it was really funny, even though I feel like it was backhanded. Well, it was backhanded. I did think it was funny that H3H3 put out a tweet in response to him getting banned. That was
really good.
What
yeah,
would it say?
It said so Leafy and all of his new videos and like the outro, he's been playing this clip of the H3 podcast where Ethan from H3H3 keeps saying this like. People saying Leafy come back. I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current landscape. Like you can't even curse. You can't even curse. Like I don't know. And Leafy been using it in all his videos, and he put out a tweet in response to Slasher, who's like a Twitch. And,
Oh yeah, I know
like,
Slasher.
reporter. He's just saying Leafy's YouTube account has been terminated, and H3 fucking retweeted that with a caption. I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's world. I thought that was really funny.
That's funny.
Even though on one hand you could take it super seriously and be like, well, because he's trying to be like, well, I won. Look, he couldn't survive in today's landscape, and then you could be like, well, but Leafy was around for like 4 months, dude. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I just think it's funny, and Leafy was a good. Leafy was a good sport about it. He retweeted it.
That's
so
funny.
I appreciate that they're both being funny about
wholesome.
it, and not like
Wholesome.
yeah.
Upvote.
Maybe
Upvote.
H3, maybe that Leafy rant that H3 uploaded from a while ago, where he said me and Leafy were friends. Maybe they are friends, dude.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
it's
they are.
chilling.
Maybe they are.
Dude, wait a minute. What if H3 has Leafy on payroll to spy on Keemstar?
Holy shit!
Whoa, and he's gonna stab Keemstar in the back. Oh my god.
Again.
Oh,
Again.
no.
Leafy
Why
doesn't have
am
any
I
money, dude.
still
He
getting
needs it.
hate?
Or-
yeah. Leafy's in a dire spot, dude. He's been spending all this fucking money on Factorio.
Factorio, dude.
And all those in-game purchases, I'm sure Factorio.
Yeah, it has a
does.
lot.
Colin,
Yeah.
Colin,
Does it
don't
actually?
correct me, just
No, it doesn't. No.
probably-
Oh, okay,
probably
good.
not.
It's actually the
Well, I
opposite.
would-
It's like a flat price of like 30.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's what I thought.
$30.
With those Factorio.
Steam
and
was
now purchases.
advertising it to me the other day, saying we're finally out of beta or something, and I'm like, Leafy made a whole video coming about this game, and they weren't even out of beta yet, dude. The fuck?
What kind?
Yeah.
Listen, hey man,
It's just
Minecraft
one of those-
wasn't
I'm not
the
saying
beta
no.
one.
I'm not saying that makes it a bad game, but I felt like that game had probably been around for like a while.
Oh, okay.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
I
And
doubt it.
It's just been that
Has
for a
it?
while.
And it's just
Isn't it like one of the top
assholes.
most like?
Yeah,
games
it's like
on-
it's like
on
number
Steam?
2 most liked on Steam.
Yeah, right below. What do you call it? Right below Portal 2.
I'd heard of it only
Lazy
once before,
dickheads.
and then
I've
I
heard
just
of it
I just know
before.
Notch like everyone's okay. I haven't followed Notch. We don't need to get into it, but every once in a while I'll check out his Twitter, just see what he's up to, and I'll just see him like reposting or like posting videos of him
Notch.
playing Factorio. I'm like I'm so confused looking at that.
Notch. You naughty boy, Notch.
he's like a Nazi, right?
Colin,
I can't
you
tell if
could-
you're joking.
Colin, you could be the next Notch.
I could be
He's
Notch.
You
he's
could
not
be
Nazi,
the
but
next one.
he is. And I don't actually like the word transphobic, but he is definitely that.
Shit, Colin,
Because I
you
feel
really
like
could be the next
People
Notch.
who
Wow.
are people who are transphobic are like they're not like afraid as much as they just
I
Or,
think
like,
that the way
di-
the way of looking at that.
I mean, all of those words are
like
yeah.
like homophobic, transphobic. I don't interpret it that.
don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. There
I
are
don't
some people who are actually legitimately afraid.
Well, yeah,
of gay
I know,
people.
but I don't interpret it as someone scared of gay people. I always
Okay.
interpret it as just, oh, they hate gay people.
We love
Yeah,
the
I think
gays
it's
here
a
on the
bad term for that
podcast.
in
We
general.
love the gays.
I interpret it like racism, but towards like gay people or
Yeah, but
trans people.
Notch
and
does
all
not
that.
like trans. Does not like trans people. So, and you know what? I
Colin,
do.
you
So
might be able to be his apprentice, dude.
Wow, I'm gonna study under him.
I didn't even want to
Yeah,
know what
you
Colin
could
said
make
last
the next
episode.
Minecraft.
I don't even want to know.
No,
right?
that was episode 3.5, the scat episode.
Yeah.
The scat episode.
Ba, 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 ba,
Literally
ba.
and metaphorically.
No, it's beautiful.
You know what?
How's the
Pay
scat man
pay
go?
us,
Bebop,
and we'll give you the
boop, boop.
shitty content. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
deal.
we'll give you shittier content. So, become a patron of ours.
Join Patreon.
I like
and I'll
that
show
shitty
you.
content. That's funny. Playing words.
Yeah.
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 So
We've been
here's a
making
question.
this joke for 2
Yes.
episodes.
Here's a question.
Mhm.
I'm in control now. This is my podcast. All right. Screw you, Victor.
Okay.
Okay.
Aw.
What are you guys doing? Would you think you're doing anything specific to stay entertained during the
What do you
summer?
mean?
Specific.
You want my genuine answer, or do you
Well-
want me to make up some funny Oh, actually, my genuine answer is pretty funny because it's sad.
Well, I just say specific as in. By the way, I do want the sad answer, but I just say specific as in like
Well,
something other than just like, playing video games.
Whoa.
Because like,
You
yeah,
already-
clearly
you already cut
we've all been
off-
doing that.
You already cut off one of my answers.
Well, yeah, well, if that's all you're
my-
doing, you can say
my-
that. But
My answer, and I mean the ladies, they're gonna be crawling over me.
Oh, yeah?
This one. So, what have I been doing during quarantine? Playing
Your
video
mom.
games and jerking off.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
that period.
Holy
Period.
shit.
And then I've been watching anime like the past 3 days.
Holy shit.
Bravo.
Really? Dude.
Horny Oh, Colin, don't act. All right, you know what, Colin? What's your answer? You better have not been skipping leg day, dog. All right.
I've been.
he's been going to church daily.
I've been hitting my home gym. That's right. It's just a
Once
little.
every 2 months.
It's just a little like I don't know, a fucking
Little
pull-up
ditty.
bar, bench thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Can
those.
you
like,
pull up your
oh.
like your 2-ton body?
Yes, because I'm so
yeah,
fat.
I do like 500 pull-ups. I take
Guys.
800 laps around my house. I do about, I guess, like 2,400 or so laps in my pool. You know, it's no big deal or anything.
Just
But
manly
y'all don't know
things.
this, but Colin is actually morbidly obese. All right, and I think
Yeah.
it's all muscle. It's all muscle.
I'm bedridden.
Yeah.
My bed.
Colin,
He's bad.
Colin is Indian, goth, a dwarf, and so muscular that he's overweight and bedridden. So can we get fan art of Colin now? Have we given enough descriptions?
Yeah.
Really, the goth.
Yeah, we
Indian
want fan art. We want fan art. Here's a
Yeah.
PO box.
Please
We
tweet
don't
it
have
out.
we don't have a PO box.
I
Yeah.
would say draw me, but like I feel like
I think
don't
their
feel like
computer would
everyone could, like-
explode.
yeah, from the pure beauty. Like I don't think they could capture all of my like fucking funny, comedic, sexy essence in one image. I think it would be impossible.
That's a lot of descriptors.
I think the only image that ever really like fully captured my essence was when I was in Japan and I looked like a Club Penguin character
Well, actually,
in front of the Sword Art Online poster.
I love that. Image.
I think that really fully captured my essence in it.
What are the one with the delete shirt?
Oh yeah, where I'm getting praised like a god in front of Victoria's
Yeah, so-
Secret. That one captured my.
I gotta
essence
paint
good
this
as well.
picture. So they all went. I was actually there, but they all went to the mall.
Not Colin.
mall.
And
Colin was
oh yeah,
not
Colin was there. Well, but
Yeah.
a bunch of our friends
out
went
of
to
the
the mall.
people in this podcast, just me, Victor, and then some other people in our friend group. Ethan was there.
But
Previous
they all
guest.
bought the Doki Doki Literature Club, like a Doki
No,
Doki
not
Literature
not
Club
not,
shirt.
not
that's
the same
Monica.
day. Not on the same day. These were different.
Well,
days
Isn't
some
that-
of us.
no,
did.
that was the one.
Me and Victor had them.
Well, the specifics.
Me and Victor had them, and then we bought one other shirt.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, okay.
we
Well,
like got it for free or some shit.
listen,
And then,
semantics.
we went there. We went there another time and bought shirts for other people.
No, they
Excellent,
bought it.
excellent.
We forced them to
I
buy
didn't
it.
get one. I still need to get one of those.
Yeah.
I'll get an eBay. But
Berlizzi had one of those. That was
Oh,
awesome,
yeah.
dude.
Who is Berlizzi?
I was
No,
so
never
happy
mind.
to find that out.
Never mind. Sidebar. We're getting
funny
off track.
YouTuber. Just a funny YouTuber. That's all.
Oh, funny one. That's good.
Yeah, he
but-
used to do like
There's not many of
videos on
those.
older or not really old cartoons, but like cartoons. And now he's like mainly a gaming channel, or he has a gaming channel and doesn't upload as much on the main channel. That's really all you need to know. Go ahead though.
Sure. So, but it was a beautiful scene. So
It's a beautiful day
So
outside.
Chance was placed in front of Victoria's Secret. Really, he looked kind of like Jesus in a sense because
Yeah.
just the elegance, and he had the delete shirt on, and I think he had a hat over his hoodie. And
Here, I'll describe the whole picture. I'm getting the picture up for you.
Sure.
So, currently, we are at our local mall, just having a jolly old time. Me, Victor, Ethan, and two of our other compadres.
A grand old time.
We're in front of a Victoria's Secret sign with a pretty attractive blonde woman in a bra. I know, shocking. Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's
I walked into a
I'm
bra.
standing there in the I had to do it to him pose, but I also like my face is like facing
Yes, I
really high
forgot.
up. Like my head is at like a 70-degree angle, like facing upwards. I had a really colorful hoodie on with the delete shirt over the hoodie.
that's what
But
it
then,
was.
and then I had pink clout goggles on, as well as a Five Nights at Freddy's sister location hat on. I then pulled the hoodie over the Five Nights at Freddy's hat, and then on top of the hoodie, I put a second hat on that was Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad.
I'm the Joker, baby.
And
So yeah, Jesus,
I have
like I was saying.
my 4 compadres in front of me, kneeling at my feet, praising me like a god, as I am. I mean,
Not.
what can I say?
Who's Victoria?
Well,
Why
I'll
won't
say
you tell
it's-
me her secret?
Yeah, tell us. Why I want to know her secret, bro.
The
Okay,
secret
that was
is
Oh
that
my god.
she's
oh my god. I just.
she's a Trump supporter.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yo,
Oh.
she wrote in Harambe. That's her secret.
I
I
have
just
a
fucking.
super deep question, but I don't know. It kind of
Wait,
relates.
no, what were we
to
talking about before? We
I don't know.
what
That
we were
doesn't matter.
doing specifically.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, really quick
Coronavirus.
before you go, Colin.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to say is I'm not afraid anymore
What are you
to show
talking
my
about?
face. And Colin, if you wouldn't mind, put up an image of Houston Piker. Just.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's
Oh,
all.
I can use that as your profile picture. For this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
That's your
perfect.
profile picture.
Okay.
All right, you can go now.
Do one where his head's mostly shaved, so he doesn't have his sick ass hair, dude, and he
Okay.
looks a little weird.
Okay.
That
yeah.
makes it funnier.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, good. All right, so what's your
Because
question?
listen, I don't really like Hassan, but I can't lie. Hassan is a very attractive man. He is.
He is definitely.
But when his head is like shaved down, it looks a little weird. All right,
Get the
go
woo
ahead,
back,
Colin,
bro.
with whatever. What the fuck were we talking about, though?
I don't know. I asked
what
the- I
we
asked the
were
question,
doing
which I
during
forgot.
quarantine.
Oh yeah, what were you doing during quarantine?
well, I do
Yeah,
want to
so
hear what
I'm
Collins
just-
has said because he hasn't asked any questions yet.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
feel
go
bad,
ahead,
right? It's
Colin.
Collins, your
Sorry,
turn.
yeah.
Go, Colin.
Okay. Well,
Quarantine,
it
we're all
kind of
being
relates to that.
losers.
I was just gonna ask, like, okay, so when you guys do certain activities during the day,
Uh-huh.
Jerking off.
Bro.
for me,
Sure.
I feel like a different level of fulfillment, like
Oh, boy.
for like certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Wait, okay, wait.
Can you give an
I
example?
do need to clarify. I know this sounds silly, but like,
Yeah.
are we actually talking about multiple things, or are we just talking about JOing? I need clarification.
no. Like what I'm saying is, for example, for me,
Because in that
when
case,
I-
yes, strong agree.
when I like watch YouTube, for example, and just like sit there and watch YouTube, I feel like really like
nothing else, like,
lethargic and like
Mhm.
Like
just
you're just.
yeah. Well, if I just like
Vic,
let's say I
you gotta
take like
define that word for Victor. Colin.
I take like 1 to 2 hours to just sit down and watch some YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
I just watch YouTube while I play games, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can
guess-
agree on
I-
that part as
your
well.
Well,
answer would be
some.
different.
Well, I mean, I will just watch YouTube like if I want to take a break from playing games, or if there's no game I really want to play. But
Mm.
most of the time, I like build up a bunch of videos and then I'm just playing some games and I'll have YouTube going in the background as just some noise to listen to. Like I'm paying attention to the video. My attention span's good enough to where I can not. I won't say multitask because I know there's multitasking doesn't exist, and I'm not trying to get into a whole bullshit little thing about that, like a certain bald man we know.
Mhm.
But I can focus
Actually, who
on
are you
both
talking about though? Wait,
relatively
what?
well.
Mr.
I'll
K.
send it in. I'll send it in general.
Okay.
Yeah, but sorry. Go ahead, Colin. I interrupted
Okay.
you there.
Well, your answer is gonna be different then.
Oh, absolutely.
But I spent like when I just sit there and like watch YouTube, I feel like really lethargic and just like I don't want to do anything. Meanwhile, when I'm playing like video games, I feel a little more fulfilled and energetic. And I think it's because I'm like interacting like
Well,
actively.
yeah, I mean, because there's not much fulfillment of just watching a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's there to entertain you, or to like, or at least for me, like the videos I watch, entertain me or like educate me, like. You know,
Yeah.
and when I say educate, more like just like I don't mean like an actual like educational video. It'd be like something like
Like titilize
explaining
you.
the Mario
with cool facts.
64 iceberg, you know.
Mm.
And it's like,
Oh,
oh, this is
that's a crazy
super
video.
interesting, and I love researching stuff like that, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're
What
still
about
just, like,
Vsauce?
sitting there.
I don't watch him enough to have a like.
Well, he doesn't
I
upload
just
enough
watch
for
him,
you
but
to watch him enough.
True.
Although my
But I've
field
never,
just
like,
came out.
I'm
just became
sub
free.
to Vsauce, but like I never have like watched like a lot of his content or
Sure.
anything. You know, I'm committing a sin
Local.
for
I'm a
that.
local Vsauce fan.
Vsaucer, as they call him.
If you Vsauce, you're a flying Vsaucer.
Saucer.
But going to the Colin topic, when I watch YouTube, I've been playing $500 for JPEG game Fate because the new summer event for the US server came out. So I would literally put a whole Berleezy compilation, and I just sit there and farm the whole time.
So we just don't share the same. Okay.
No,
Okay.
So, wait, you're talking about that gotcha game you play, right?
I sure am. $500 for JPEG.
Yeah.
Oh, the JPEG anime girl, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Perfect.
and you know
Also,
I got
like the
it.
idea that it's a JPEG and it's not even a PNG. It's you got the
Because
compression.
No
JPEG's
transparency.
funnier.
PNG costs more.
But JPEG
I have
fun.
to think of what I want for my
JPEG
profile
is a
picture
funnier
on the
word,
topic
though.
of that.
It is a funnier word.
I'll give you that.
You
Like-
do J do be
An-
pegging,
Andrew,
Well,
bro.
you don't think it's
what does
funny to
JPEG
say-
stand for?
It
Personally don't
stands
know.
for it's Joshua Peggle. That's
Joshua.
Yeah, yo, shout out to the Peggle fans.
it. Yeah.
JPEG.
Yeah, I'll find out. What does JPEG stand for?
I know what PNG stands for. It's portable network graphic.
I knew that
Oh,
one.
that's boring.
Become smart.
Okay, so JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group.
Excellent.
Oh, okay, yeah. JPEG is the group that made it, and JPEG format is just kind of what they call it. But it has a
That's
more
one of my-
specific name.
That's one of my favorites, up with Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
They
Yeah.
thought that I like that they thought that meridian meant orgasm.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
I mean, wait, is
It
this
does
the
not.
H3 podcast? Is this the H3 podcast? All ASMR sexual? What?
Yeah, bro,
What?
I
This
just
is news
I
to
sit
me.
there and I just
I feel bad because now I feel like an asshole even bringing up that point because even though all ASMR is not sexual, flashback to like 1 or 2 episodes ago where I'm talking about jerking off to lewd ASMR. really kind of
Sure.
fucks up my opinion on it, doesn't it?
Hey, I won't judge.
guess.
Just a
But
little.
I listen to plenty of ASMR for relaxation as well. But dude, that's lewd ASMR.
Helps me
Her
sleep.
voice- she's
It's
just so
really
good at
good.
making blowjob noises. She's just so good at making blowjob noises. What can I say? Dude?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's probably a huge man using a voice changer. But I'm gonna say it's a girl.
No, don't say that. We want it on the podcast.
We want.
No, okay, I will say, I know you're just saying that as a bit, but like, you go to the comment sections of any of like the purely audio ASMR channels that like don't show like their face or anything, and every time someone's like, "Man, you got a really good voice," even though I'm sure it's like and I would like to say, I'm not saying this in a weird way. These are actual comments. These are not my own thoughts. This is probably a huge black man behind the Those are other people's words. I would just say huge man, huge old man. I would never add what race.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Unlike these other sickos in these comments.
Right. Okay.
I don't like
you
to
covered
leave
your
comments
ass.
on you.
Good job.
I will say I don't really like to leave comments on YouTube channels in general.
I only leave
I don't
comments
know.
if I know
Like,
it'll
for-
be seen, like on
For
sarcasm.
me, I'll leave comments, but then other times I'm like, oh man, I really want to voice my opinion on this, but I'm like, I know there's gonna be people that want to like have an argument over this, and I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I know you could just say, oh, well, just don't respond, but like if somebody replies to me trying to have an argument with me, bro, I'm going off.
Bro.
I am not gonna sit there and take it.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, we know.
I am an
That is
alpha.
your temperament.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, right? You will not. back
No
down.
one's gonna try to devalue my opinion. I'm fighting back. I'm fighting
Yeah.
back.
Yes, slay.
Ray sucks, bro. Fuck Ray. From Neon Genesis.
Star Wars.
Hey,
Dude,
Don't.
I can't even.
Star Wars.
I can't even
Asuka
have a
sucks.
full argument about that, Colin. I
Why?
just think Ray's hotter than Asuka.
Asuka
Well, I haven't
sucks.
seen it either. I haven't seen
no,
it either.
I've seen it. I've
Okay,
actually
so- yeah,
seen
we're on
it.
the same-
Asuka sucks
Why is Asuka suck?
I have no
because
clue.
she's just
Asuka
I'm
has some whack
tsundere.
ass hair, bro.
No,
She's
no,
got
it's
a
very
some
full.
whack ass hair.
Head of hair.
No, She sucks.
It looks gross.
She's
It looks. Do
horrible.
I need to send a picture of Heather from Total Drama Island where
Do I need to send a picture of a bowl?
Do I need to send a picture of Uzaki-chan with her big ass
Bro,
milkers, dude?
we're gonna get canceled.
I have a picture of Komi
Colin,
Carson.
right now, Colin, right now, the autonomous sensory meridian response you're giving me is not a good one.
I'm not
It's
giving you a good
one.
orgasm right now.
Whoa, dude! The fuck, bro? It's not all sexual. But on that topic, dude, that's lewd. Please come on our podcast. I swear I won't have a boner during the podcast.
You're
You
saying
already
that like
said
they're
it gives
gonna
you a-
be talking like in their ASMR voice the entire time.
Well, no, I know they'll be louder, but I will say with a lot of the more like, well, there's another. A lot of the more like voice acting oriented ones that like don't like show their face. They aren't as like trigger based, like with doing like different like sounds. A lot of it is just like
Asriel
like,
Dreamer.
Like here, like let me just. I'll go to one of the ones I know, Fallen Shadow ASMR, because I would say she was the first one I heard of like this type of ASMR.
What makes
group,
her a fallen
like, that
shadow?
got me into this.
Oh, I have a quick question, by the
you
way,
should know why.
and I'm not implying anything by this. It's just an honest question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you say is the average gender of the ASMR people you listen
That's
to?
a toughie. That's a
I mean, I can't.
I don't
because
listen to
for me,
ASMR.
I know there's plenty of male ASMR artists, but I don't listen to the dude ones because for me, like whether it's gonna be like because I'm trying to like jerk off or actually relax, I don't find it relaxing to have a guy whisper in my ear. I don't want a dude whispering in my ear.
I use it.
Yeah,
that-
it's a women. You
That's
imagine
not-
it's your
that's not
wife.
that's not relaxing for me. I need to have some girl where I'm like, I'm sure they're hot, bro. Whisper in my ear. But yeah, as I was saying, with the more voice acting oriented ones, even though Fallen Shadow does do triggers on hers, on like some of the other ones, there's ones where it's like, and like I guess it would appeal to like people that like watch anime or like that sort of shit. It's like you have like ASMR Kudere girlfriend helps you relax, or ASMR demon princess helps you sleep.
As she would, of course. Yeah.
I know there was, overly affectionate witch heals you. Yandere girlfriend won't let you go, and then I can't read the rest because it's not there.
Those are great.
Kitsune waifu roleplay part 4 finale.
Whoa.
Um,
What
so
happened
it's
there?
more just like,
There's an arc, right?
like you know what, I'm gonna be real about it. I'm not even gonna hide it. I'm a lonely person. I'm a very lonely person.
Hey man, everyone's
so
lonely right now. Don't worry.
I'll listen to
No,
channels
I
like
got 3
GB
wives.
ASMR.
I can hear their voices.
If I want like to just relax, I'll listen to Dude That's Lewd ASMR if I want a different kind of session, if you feel me. Then I'll
Different
listen
kind
to
of
ones like-
relax.
then I'll listen to ones like Fallen Shadow if I'm just like, man, I really wish I had a girlfriend. And I can just sit there and have depressing relaxation.
Sure.
I feel that.
You know?
If I can input, I personally am a Frivy main. Frivolous Fox. Shout
Frivolous
out her.
Fox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Sometimes it's just like
When it comes to normal ASMR artist, I'm GB like all the
UGB.
way.
Yeah. I
Or,
mean,
like all the way.
sometimes just like you're having like a shittier day, and it's just nice. It's just nice to come to.
I couldn't do
no, not
10
come.
push-ups today.
Yeah, I was about to say, Colin, you might want to rephrase that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just nice, like she does like
Yeah.
affirmations sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just very relaxing.
Well,
and
for me,
fun.
I'm just like I'm. I wouldn't say I have depression because I feel like that would be exaggerating. But I'm a lonely person, so I'm like,
Sure.
yeah, I don't have a girlfriend, but it doesn't mean I can't listen to audio just to help me relax and just kind of push through it.
Yeah.
Sure.
If I'm just gonna
Sure.
open up my shell to the audience a bit here,
Break
Even though I
break
feel-
down the
I-
What?
wall.
You're an internet personality. You're not a person. What?
yeah.
Stop.
He's not being
I
funny.
don't exist. Shit.
Oh.
Shit. Let me say something funny.
21.
Colin, has your wife given birth yet to your
Yep.
firstborn child? You're
She
totally
has.
not like
Whoa.
really young. You're totally a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
Totally not
Well-
the youngest one in the group.
Sound like
As-
him too.
As far
Yeah,
as
that's true. He is the youngest in the group.
Yeah.
who's the oldest? That would be.
I'm the
even though,
oldest.
even though,
Oh, you're
even
right.
though
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you look, Vic, you're the oldest, but less than a month.
I can't believe we actually. Oh my goodness! In like
I'm just
in
saying,
10
I'm
years,
just
we will
saying,
literally
bro.
not even remember.
I got the most wisdom.
Well, people don't know. Okay, we're all within like a year of each other, right? Because
Yeah.
we met
Yes.
each other in school. I just want to clarify. that 'cause, you
Escuela
never know,
for our
people-
Spanish
for,
users.
for all the audience knows.
Thank
For
you.
all the
Wait,
audience knows, I
what
could
is it
be
in French?
23. Victor could be 25.
I don't know.
what is it in sign language? Did you sign it?
Yeah, Victor, show him in sign. I'm doing it in sign language right now. Can you see it, Andrew?
Hey, yo,
I can't see it. I can do it. I can actually do it in sign language. So
We're in the studio right now, so Andrew's seeing the.
We're all
we in
together.
the
Yeah.
studio.
In
Yeah,
the
exactly.
studio. Yeah, we're not lying. We are in the studio.
We in the
exactly the
studio.
rules. Well, as far as my ASMR preferences, I don't listen to it ever. Although I will say, I do get the
Yeah.
I
effect.
started.
I do get the effect of it, but I don't
you know
ever
what's
watch it.
actually
And the only
weird?
reason I know who Frivolous Fox is because I remember she quit and it was like number one in trending, or like she took a break. And that's the only reason.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's the only reason I know what
You know what's
who that
actually
person
really
is.
weird?
I'd say I'm in a step below Andrew. I just don't listen to it. I know it exists. I probably clicked on one as a joke, but never listened to it.
I don't think I've actually ever experienced the tingles they always talk
I
about.
have.
I'll get
Really? I have.
I'll get relaxed by videos, but I don't think I've actually experienced like a tingling feeling like ever. I'm gonna be
Maybe I
honest.
do. Maybe I get more than you do.
And for me it's weird because I'm like it's effective. It does relax me. It does help me like go to sleep. Like even the ones that aren't like to cure like loneliness or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
like-
common. I think.
Like it puts me to sleep and it relaxes me, but I've never like had a tingly feeling and like for years because I've been listening to this shit for like 4 or 5 years at this point. It like I'm like, and do I feel them? And it's just such like a minor thing because I always feel like the tingle. I'm like, I should like really be able to notice something when I'm listening to certain ones.
Your whole body shakes wildly.
Not even that, but I'm like, I feel like I should be like feeling something, but like, I never feel like anything. I get relaxed by them, but I don't have any feeling at all.
The best
One
way
day
to
you're
describe
gonna
it,
unlock it.
it's like
Hope so.
Yeah,
it's like
Then
someone
what,
getting
you can-
uncomfortably close to you, and then your body's reaction to kind of like pull away. That's
Well,
what
I
think
don't
it
know.
feels like.
It doesn't
That
feel
doesn't make
unpleasant,
any
though.
sense at all.
doesn't feel unpleasant.
ASMR relaxes me, doesn't make me feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's uncomfortable is a bad word. It's
However,
like,
if a dude whispered in my ear, that does make me feel
maybe you should try that.
It makes
then,
me want to go away.
to feel it.
Well, for me,
no, oh
Colin,
my
if
god,
you don't
I will
mind,
say,
what?
No, go ahead,
It's
go
the
ahead.
you know those things where you put it on your head and it's like it looks like a little claw with a bunch of little tiny spindly things, like a little spider, and
Yes,
you press it on
yes.
your head and it opens up and it's like that thing where sometimes people do the fake egg where they crack on your head and do the
I know what you're talking about,
with their
Andrew.
fingers. But it just feels like that, you know.
Oh,
that
you mean,
kinda
like down
tingly?
your spine. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with you.
it's just that kind of tingly for me anyway. It's nothing where I desire it
right.
enough where I watch those videos. It's
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. I get relaxed from ASMR, but I never get the here. Let me bring it up real quick.
You're an
I never get
ASMR philia.
I never get the autonomous. Fuck, I don't have it up anymore. 1 second. I don't remember the S. I don't remember the S.
Sensory meridian response. I believe.
Sex.
Yeah, response.
Autonomous
There we go.
sensory.
I never
Which-
get my meridian response from it, dude.
If you just
Dude,
think
I
about that
get
name
real-
for a second, that
It-
means
it's-
absolutely
it's-
nothing.
It's still effective. Like it's still effective because I get relaxed by it, but like I don't get the tingles or whatever. I never get them,
The tingles.
and it sucks because as someone who's fucking listened to this shit for like 4 or 5 years, and I always get excited when I see one that's like, oh, you're not getting any tingles anymore. This
Guarantee,
video-
yeah.
And of course that's like clickbait or whatever, but like they'll have like a large range
It's
of
like the
different
ads that are
triggers. They're
like, here your erectile dysfunction, dude.
no dysfunction. Do this. Let me
Miracle
send that
pill.
one ad. Let me get that one ad. The X and XX one of
The cabbage.
this banned African ritual decreases penis size by 35%.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'd like to touch on
Who's
a
actually
topic
stupid
we
enough for
said
that?
we talked
Oh, yeah,
about
sorry.
before about what we were
Yeah.
doing during quarantine. Since we were talking into like every time we were talking to a new subject. But I'd just
Yeah.
like to say that I've been playing games, not as much because I
Oh,
watch
yeah.
anime a lot, too much to be honest. And I've
yeah,
been
what
tutoring
weeaboo.
my brother and teaching him his times tables. But that's all I've been doing.
What a
really.
good brother.
Just so you got, I want to be transparent with the audience. It's actually Victor's younger brother tutoring him. He's really insecure about it, but I just figured you guys should know.
What?
Okay. Nothing. No, don't worry about it. I didn't say anything.
I couldn't hear you.
I
You
didn't
were,
quite.
you were too quiet.
Hey, Colin, could you reverse what he said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's good because hopefully, it's funny that none of you heard it because it would be even better if none of you heard it, but it still comes through in the audio and like the podcast.
I didn't
is
understand what
uploaded.
you said.
That
It
would
was
be
so
that would
muffled.
be that would be perfect because I was doing like the bit of I don't need Victor to hear this. Victor doesn't want to hear this, but audience, you should know. And then what I said.
Oh, so wow.
So
That's great.
So
That's great.
if it comes, hopefully it
Hear
comes
that, audience?
through.
You're
If
getting
it
a real
comes through,
experience.
that means it not only was it was a perfect bit.
It was
I handled
intentional.
It perfectly.
Good job.
Yeah.
You hear that, guys? That was the prime bit. If you're not laughing now, you may as well leave.
I'm the most talented one.
Hey,
here.
Colin,
What
can
I
you just
say?
put like ear
I'm
rape
so
over
talented.
that, just so nobody knows what it will be?
Don't.
What if I put a laugh track afterwards?
Yeah, that's perfect.
You should
Yeah,
put a
put
laugh track after everything I say.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's the audience
What if
response.
you give like an honest opinion on something and then I put a laugh track and it's like
Oh yeah,
mocking you?
yeah. Put a laugh track over the me saying I'm a lonely person and it makes me feel really sad. So I'll listen to ASMR
Epic.
role plays to feel better. Put a laugh track over that.
I hope that
Don't
went
do
through.
that. Don't do that because that is a legitimate thought, and I want the audience to know that.
Okay,
Oh,
As
man.
depressing
Well-
as it may
Okay.
be.
that's
What I've been doing, I just realized I never said what I was doing, but what I did say I was doing
I think I was
music.
the only-
Uh,
I think I was the only one. who
yeah, you're the only one.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you and Colin.
talked about a bunch of different things. You're like, oh, you did X, Y, Z. Oh, well,
ASMR.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, so
Uh,
continue,
but-
Dude,
guest.
that's Lude ASMR.
So I've been doing the music.
Podcast.
I always be doing the music, all right?
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty much an expert, you know, so
The music
gotta
man, like
be on the
Dead
grind, the
Mouse
SoundCloud
5.
grind. Yeah. And then another thing I've been doing is a losing battle with myself, where I'm convinced I can program a game engine completely from scratch, even though I know in my heart that is 100% impossible.
Terry
for me to
Davis.
achieve.
Terry
Terry
A. Davis.
Temple OS. Yeah, hell yeah.
I believe in you.
Yo, I hate to interrupt, but I'm just gonna let you guys talk real quick. I really have to go to the bathroom, so I will
That's
be
sure.
back
That's
in a
sure.
bit.
We'll keep this boat afloat.
I've been holding it in all podcasts, and I'm about to die. So
He's about
You're
to
good.
take
you
a
guys
massive
talk about it this way. I won't be interrupting you every 2 seconds as well. So
Okay.
enjoy
You know what?
yourselves.
That's excellent.
Audience,
That's excellent.
have fun.
They will have so much fun. So
All right.
one thing I did a little while ago is I
Mm.
sit down and I was like, I'm gonna read all of This is the state I was at. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read all of Narnia, and I read like 1.5 books. They're kids' books, by the way, legit. So there you
thought
go. But I
Narnia
read like
was
1.5,
boring.
and I was like, I'm not doing this. Oh my goodness, I do not want to. I do not want to read at all. All right.
Yeah.
Really setting myself up for success come school. So
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I can't
I'm
even
not
read
a big
Narnia.
fan of it. I didn't like it when I read it. I was like, this is terrible.
I thought it was neat.
I thought it was. But I have a different mindset now, of course, about books. So I don't know.
Well, what
I'd
grade
be
were
into
you
it
in?
now. Probably 4th.
I was in like
Okay.
second when I read it.
So that was like when our media was like Diary of a Wimpy Kid the movie.
Yeah, you know, it was actually good.
Oh yeah, I actually like Project Rules. All right,
You did or didn't?
I did like it.
That's the best one.
It's probably not a good movie, but I probably would still like it anyway.
Yeah, well now we can laugh at it for
Like Cars 2.
when it is.
This
That's an
about
awful
Eden?
movie, but I love watching that movie.
While watching Cars 2. I'm not saying that other part for obvious reasons.
Yeah, exactly. But here okay, so the second thing I had, we're at question number 2, guys. Oh my goodness, really zooming through. What are your thoughts on virtual school?
Virtual school.
To
Yeah.
be completely honest, I think it's harder than normal school in some cases, like math, because I was taking pre-calc and I couldn't do as well I was doing in class. I do way better in class doing
too.
pre-calculus than what online, because I think math is something you have to be like there to actually do, not just like be in front of a computer screen. I mean, the teacher was a good teacher, don't get me wrong, but it's like completely different because you're in your own room and
You
when
can't
you-
focus as well.
Yeah,
there's so many distractions.
And
From a purely
Yeah, definitely.
academic standpoint, virtual school did not help me at all.
it's
Yeah.
But from like
Certainly
a
not.
perspective of fun and free time, woo, yay.
Oh yeah.
Well, it wasn't fun for. Well, okay, I will say this: it was novel. Seeing your teacher on a little window and like being able to change the background, it was novel and pretty entertaining at first. And now that we've gotten over that, it's just like I just want to see people like in the real world,
Okay. Yeah.
without the digital wall, the digital barrier.
Yeah, people would come in with like their backgrounds.
Yeah, like,
shit.
I was about to say the name. We shouldn't do that, but remember someone came in with like the Weezer background where it's the Blue Album,
Oh yeah.
and that would actually make me laugh out loud. Another thing that
Pretty funny.
would happen is that someone would take a screenshot of the teacher, and then they would like face their camera towards like a white wall because that's how you get this like the color removal, and then like set it to the screenshot. So
Yeah.
it looked like-
Yeah.
It looked like there was 2 of them, and that actually confused me on multiple occasions where I was looking at them and I was like, "Dude, you're frozen. Your video's frozen." Oh man. Yeah, I'm not happy about it though because I feel like it's just gonna ruin our senior year of high school.
Well, I'm going to school and just to, like remove the distraction
Wow.
of me being in my room, because I think that's a major factor.
Yes,
So
yes,
you're
definitely.
going back because of that?
procrastinating.
Okay.
Having
Even
the
though-
World Wide Web. See, the thing about because our school gives us these Chromebooks. The thing about the Chromebooks is that they're not good, and the internet is like blocked. The internet is firewalled to the point where it's actually more often it firewalls things that we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Like for school, which is pretty funny. But
It's not funny.
I fully understand and
what's up
respect
with
that
that?
now. So what we were talking about is how we're talking about virtual school and our thoughts of virtual school in general. And I was saying that having experienced virtual school and having just having to do school in our room unsupervised,
Yeah.
I have a newfound respect for
I
the
really liked it.
the overpowered firewall that they use on the internet to stop us from like watching YouTube videos or whatever.
But can't you just
yeah.
like do shit like
I
on
mean,
your phone?
I don't really
Yeah.
respect it. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I get why it was. Of course I understand why like schools, colleges, high schools, middle schools, and all that shit have those firewalls. To like stop you from like going to cool math games or Reddit or Twitter or any sort of social media site.
Reddit,
and all
yeah,
that.
Reddit.
Well, yeah, well, I'm not a
Reddit.
Redditor, but it was just an
r/school.
But I don't think I would ever really respect it. I understand why it's there.
Well,
but
I
don't
just
give
don't
a
get shit
about
done.
it.
I just don't get anything done because because I'm just like scrolling,
Um,
looking at Twitter. It's not. I'm not doing anything on
For-
Twitter. I'm just looking at it.
For me, I'm just kind of an irresponsible person in general. Whether I can look at other stuff or not, I'm gonna procrastinate my work and be really irresponsible, no matter what.
Did you ever not go to
if
classes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Because I have a funny anecdote about that.
Or if there were certain certain things in classes that I didn't want to do, I'd
You would
unplug
skip?
my internet. I'd unplug my internet. Because
It's funny that
people could see your screen, so I wouldn't just leave if I went and unplugged my internet, though.
I see.
My internet went out, you know.
Just press the reset button on the router.
I mean, and again,
what you gonna do?
that's not really right, but all that really matters in the end, you get your shit done. That's what matters most. You get your work done. You get good grades.
Well, what I experienced
and
over
I
the
came
summer.
out fine. I would like to say to any
You came out
younger
fine?
viewers,
Yeah.
to any younger viewers,
Sure.
Don't procrastinate. Do your work on time. Don't be irresponsible. I'm just a very, very, very bad person when it comes to work. Don't
Stay
be
in
like
school,
me.
kids.
Don't be like me. I won't say that. Well, stay till high school. You should go to college, especially nowadays. But if you really, really think that that's not the right path for you, you make that choice when you're an adult. You do you.
Yeah, I agree.
And you could tell your mom. The
at
Dabcast
least go to
told
high
you
school so you
drop
can
out
get your
of
high
college.
school diploma.
Yeah, we'll take the blame for it.
We'll take the blame. But speaking of college, if you think that high school attendance was weak, because I remember during the end of the year, just people would skip classes in college.
Oh yeah, high schoolers were
where
really
it was
bad.
optional to
How is-
begin with.
yeah.
I literally
College,
the last day of my summer English class, which by the way is only like 3 weeks, right? So it's not like you're in it for the long haul, all right? But I was the
one
only
showing up to your
person
class?
in the Zoom class. I was the
Yeah,
only person on the
wow.
last day. I was just
Get
chatting
an
with my
A.
professor, and that was funny. Yeah, college do be like that though.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole thing. Even, of course, it was much worse with online, but I mean, college is a different environment, so even like normal classes, it's not as mandatory as like when you're in high school.
Well, but there would at least been at least 2 people.
No. That's why I
I was
started
the
off.
only one.
That's why I started out by saying, of course, online made it much worse. But I'm just saying, it will be worse. But even in I'm sure in high schools and all that, people were just skipping.
In my case,
I've
in my
always thought about-
sociology
Oh, I'm
class,
sorry.
there was a teammate of mine that was supposed to help me on our project that just never showed up.
That just never showed up.
But then again, it was only me working on that project.
I
so.
did that. I did that a little bit with one of my group projects for the main class that I would skip out on the most. But I would do my work, just not while we were in class, and I would skip because I'm like, the part that he was supposed to get done wouldn't be done. And then the teacher would want us to present it during the Zoom call and whatever. And I'm like, all right, I guess my internet's going to go out because he didn't finish his shit. So if he hasn't finished it, then I don't want us to get a bad grade because he didn't do his work on it, So I'll take the blow on it.
Guess my internet's gonna go out.
Yeah, I guess my internet's fucked, dude.
That's clever. Yeah, man, but it's been nice. It's been nice to be on the cast,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can come again
Yeah,
once
you
you've had
enjoyed
You can come again.
a couple of podcasts.
Oh yeah, I'll be a recurring character.
Yeah.
We have to have
I need
the ghost
catchphrase.
on next.
Yeah, the ghost is next.
And who is also our substitute host if any of us can never make it.
Who's the substitute host?
Coy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's gonna be our next guest. Originally,
You ready for the chaotic evil episode?
Yeah.
That will
Originally,
be episode 7 or whatever. Whenever we.
Episode 666.
Well, technically 7, but the original 4 is now 3.5. So because that was
No, I meant if we were still like following the pattern of like guest, no guest, or guest, no
Oh,
guest,
yeah.
guest, no guest.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You're right. Never mind then. Yeah, next episode he won't be on. It'll be the one after.
I mean, we could if you want to do the 666.
Nah, I think we
If
should.
you think it's
I think
worth
we
the
should-
bit.
I think
it's so worth it.
No, it's not worth the bit. Episode, if we ever make it to episode 666, which I think we could do, we could just make that just Koi.
Well, you could if Koi's going to be episode 7,
Koi.
you could do episode. This is episode 4, right?
No,
this is
5.
episode 5.
I thought the last one was 3.5.
No, we redid 4. We redid 4.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right. Well, okay.
Or
So
not I shouldn't say redid, which even though that's right, we hated the original 4, and that was 3.5. Then we did a whole new podcast and just made that one 4.
well,
Yes.
my only point is if the next episode is going to be 6, the next one could be 6.66.
Oh.
True.
Although you know what, that sounds incredibly stupid saying out loud. It actually will probably be confusing. So
That
don't
adds
do
a
that.
lot more
I think-
digits
yeah,
to our
I-
title as well.
I think if we ever, I think we could make it to the actual episode 666. We could just make it a solo Koi podcast, just Koi.
That's
Koi
when we
talking
use the
to
spooky
himself.
music. That's when we use the
Koi
spooky music.
Crazily.
It's just Koi talking to himself. We could do that one live. We could have Koi go live and do it himself.
For like 3
Like how we're
hours.
deciding all of this without Koi. The audience
you know what you have to
doesn't
do?
know who he is because he hasn't been on yet. That's what we have to do.
They'll get to know him. But you gotta make the spooky song. That should be Koi's theme song.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's coming. This is the
I like
boss
that
music.
idea.
All right. Well, I ought to be leaving now.
All
Alright,
right.
Yeah,
you gotta
wow.
go.
I
It
have
was great
so many
having
duties
you.
to attend to.
Haha, you
All
said
right.
you
But
do.
it was very nice
You gotta
talking
for
to
go
you.
coming on.
You gotta go on a bizarre adventure.
Yeah,
right?
anytime. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Andrew.
Bye.
Oh, the bloopers.
The blooper.
Yeah.
The pooper.
We'll stitch the
No,
bloopers on
no,
the episode 3.5.
No, yeah, the pooper is episode 3.5.
We'll sell the bloopers
Oh,
on
that
iTunes.
no, that's more like shit.
Yeah.
Bloopers.
Pooper.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
is this
Let
working?
me do a legitimate. What is what working?
Just the effect I put on my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that shows
Yeah,
up in the recording.
It does. I'm recording it with Ableton, so it's recording fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a professional caller.
I'm a professional. Hey, listen.
Okay.
He's a
I'm
professional
using
sound man.
Audio
Yes.
recorder.
I don't want to talk about mine. I don't want to endorse them.
Listen,
Fucking 2003.
Audacity knows what they're doing.
Yeah, clearly. That's why this shit.
2003 website looking ass.
Yeah.
I have a newfound appreciation for 2003 websites.
Why?
I think I already told you about this, but like, just modern websites are just so slow for me. They're just
true.
especially on my phone. It's just that everything does something, but that doesn't make any sense. I love 2003 websites because it's just like the background's white, the text is like
Yeah.
and it's just like
Yeah.
this is just a hyperlink, and this is a button. Sometimes they even just say the word
Yeah.
button on it. It's excellent.
Holy fuck! I was just rubbing my eyes, and when I reopened them, I just got blinded. Holy shit!
This is the post
Alright.
show. It's the post show.
Well, no, we haven't done a legitimate outro yet. Let me do a legitimate outro.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, guys, this has been the 5th episode of the Dabcast.
Ooh.
I hope you all really enjoyed. We had our second guest on, our good friend Andrew, the Electric Sheep, creator of our intro,
The musician.
that we really like.
Thank you. I made it in
It-
5
it-
minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it is exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Again, any cosplay cuties, I haven't brought it up all episode. Fill out that application.
Cringe.
Follow us on
Cringe.
Twitter at The Real Dabcast. Victor, it's not cringe.
Cringe.
It's not cringe. It's not.
Cringe.
It's not.
Funny.
It's
Okay.
not cringe. I am defender of women. But again, I hope you all enjoyed. If
Pussy.
you want to be a guest on our show, and again, we'll take anybody. Just bother us on Twitter or send us an email.
Just DDoS
Way
us.
more likely. you're way more likely to get a response if you bother us on Twitter. I have not checked that email a single time since we made it.
No, since management made it.
Yeah, sorry, since management made it, and management has probably checked it tons.
You can email. You can also email film.theory@hotmail.com, which is an actual email I have.
Nice. Yeah, when we get a map pad on.
You stole it
All
from
right,
that.
fuck, no, I'm not getting sidetracked again. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Might be a little bit of a wait this time, but if all goes well, it's probably like Wednesday.
What?
But hope you all enjoyed. Like next podcast.
Try Friday, Saturday.
I thought
Okay,
you
we'll
said
get into this.
Wednesday,
Okay, it's fine. Just
Wednesday.
continue.
Okay. Whatever. We'll see you. Hopefully, sometime
A
in the
date.
next like week and a half.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Hopefully, if one of our hosts can't come on, we'll replace them with the studio ghost for that episode. Hope you guys enjoyed again. Love you all. Keep smashing that like button.
Love?
Hit the song.
What if they're guys?
And
Yeah, we
subscribe.
actually love all of our viewers in a
I
personal
love
level.
all my fans. Fuck the fans.
But
All right, but yeah, no, you guys are great. Keep watching, even though it's
Hit that notification bell, you hear?
it's just people in the Discord. But yeah, keep smashing the like button. Hit the notification.
did we hit all the
bell.
checks in the boxes? Did we
Yeah,
check all the
I
boxes?
think we.
Go through it
Okay.
one more time.
Yeah,
Go through it one more
I
time.
think so.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
sweet.
Like the video, sub to us, put on all notifications.
Okay.
Follow me on Instagram. Fill out the cosplay cutie
Now they
application.
know.
Follow the cast on Twitter. And
They know
friend
what
them
to
on
do.
iFunny.
No.
And can I just say a catchphrase? That could be a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
And remember, kids.